Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 24 of Civilization 5 as Korea. Things aren't going too well for us. Well, they're not going badly. Seoul's growing very slowly, but it's only a turn away from Cristo do Redentor. I've also noticed Persia's gone and set up this little troll city up here, though. It's not too bad. It's not really going to capture anything that I particularly wanted. It's mostly stuck up there in tundra. Did manage to land my Gatling gun on this little piece of land up here. I was going to check to see if this barbarian camp was still about and see if it was possible to secure this antiquity site. Did get shot at by the crossbowmen when I was in the water, and then I landed and found out that they've got riflemen and everything up here. So this Gatling gun may be in trouble, but this guy's going to try and move in and help anyway. So we'll move on to the next turn. We're just basically saving up a few great musician. We're about to move into the next era, so we're going to wait until we've got 3 in the same era and pop them to try and get the Broadway bonus. Now, like I said, I can't remember whether when you pop a great musician, the era of the work it creates is from the era when the musician was born or the era when the musician creates the work. So we'll have to try and find that out. Yeah, these guys are probably going to kill the Gatling gun. Gatling guns have a lot of health, but oh, they did actually survive. We've got Cristo de Redentor. Fantastic. That's going to reduce the amount of time that it's going to take for us to grab any of our policies. You can get into the water. Now, the problem we've got here is we've got zone of control issues. We can't actually get out of the way with this Gatling gun, which is really, really disappointing. I could try and fortify it until healed, but I just don't think it would get anywhere. We can't actually kill anything, so I will fortify until healed. Maybe these guys will barrel into it first, but it's probably situation lost. We've finished another archaeologist here. I think we actually need one more archaeologist. And that will be it in terms of archaeologists. We have production to do down at Seoul, because we finished Cristo de Redentor. What do we want to get down here? We certainly want to get a research lab, so let's go ahead and get the research lab. And then, well, we want a hotel as well, don't we? Probably want to get the hotel first, actually, because we're ahead on science, so it doesn't matter too much. Choosing production down at Zhengzhou, because we've finished the market. Let's go ahead and get a bank. It's not producing a lot of gold, but at least we'll get some money out of there. You guys have finished the oil, so you can go up there and work on the sheep. And let's continue to move up here and get some railroads in place. Archaeologists. So we've got that one down there. You're working on that. You need to go up here now. There's an antiquity site up here, which I think we might be able to get safely. So we're going to work our way. We'll sort of go around this way and see if we can zip across there. Hopefully it'll be safe. And then we're working on one more, which we'll use for this site. And that will be the last of the antiquity sites that we will dig up, I think, unless we find any more. So we get a little bit of health back there. We're probably going to get shot by the crossbowman first, which will, if it doesn't kill us, it'll put us down to, like, next to no health. And then they're probably going to attack with the rifleman and finish us off. That is what I'm expecting to happen. It's the barbarian's turn next. Yeah, so they're going to fire at us. They may get the kill. They didn't get the kill, so we'll do a bit more damage against these guys, and we've lost the Gatling gun. But we did actually really reduce their health down, so that's fine. Cocoa to Genghis Khan ended. Unit was killed. Cocoa and ivory from Genghis. Let's go ahead and get that redone. So trade. We want your ivory. You want our cocoa. Still happy to do that. Fantastic. So this is choosing the host. Well, we don't want him to be host. I don't have enough votes to get myself to be host. Let's see if we can't get friendly with France enough to actually get a declaration of friendship with him. It might work. So let's go ahead and choose France to be the host. And we'll commit our delegates. And that might be enough of the boost that we need. You guys are going to build a pasture. You guys have finished the railroad, so you can come up here and start working on more. Not making quite as much gold per turn as we were. I'm going to sort of go the long way around here because I want to sort of sneak up on them from behind if we can. There are some guys here, so we are going to have to be very, very careful with our archaeologist. I might put him somewhere safe and not suicide him. Cargo ship. We need to build another one. I keep forgetting about that. You just carry on going to Zurich because you were going there before. Not min-maxing here. There probably was a more profitable cargo route, but didn't really need to look for one. So yeah, we are going to need to clear this camp, and we need to clear you out before we can risk getting an arc. Although if we clear this first, we might as well grab this this one first, actually, which is, I think, is what I will do. We are going to have to build some more units because now we're losing a few. We've also got a great engineer coming along, which will be useful. I'm sure we can find a wonder or something to use him on. And we have discovered ballistics. France became the host. Borders of Pyongyang have grown. You really can't see from there. Why can't you see over this water tile? Oh no, you only have a range of 1, don't you? You're a Gatling gun, derp. Oh well, you should be alright there. You're on the hill. Unit needs orders. Cargo ship. You were going to Seoul. Does Seoul still need you? It probably doesn't anymore. Go to Beshbalik. Get some more gold coming in. Archaeologist, I think you're going to head up to sort of here, and then when we've cleared these guys out, you can go and grab this antiquities site. Borders of Pyongyang, down to there. It's a pretty useless tile, so let's go on to the next turn. Gold per turn for dies. Oh, the deal's faded. So, 5? Yeah, okay. It's always one of those pop-ups that confuses players who are new to Civilization, and sometimes still confuses old players to Civilization, where you see a deal pop up that was an existing deal, and you click accept, and they say no. Being denounced by Persia, that's fine, I don't care. But just remember, I've got artillery, and you've got a level 1 city up here that I'm quite happy to burn down. So let's go ahead and... These guys are going to shoot at us. Unfortunately, it's a ranged attack, so we don't shoot back. So we'll try and do as much damage as possible. I'm not going to go and put my archaeologist in the water. That would be stupid. But we will go ahead here and... well, let's try and get rid of these riflemen for a start, because they're going to be some of the most difficult. I could have gone and upgraded these guys to machine gun, but we probably will at some point. So you guys have finished that mine. I guess we could go and get another mine there or something. I might actually start disbanding some of these workers because they're a little bit pointless right now. This is within range, so this one is actually going to be a landmark. We don't have a massive amount of population, and it's not a great tile because it doesn't provide us with any food. And we're going to grow fairly slowly at the moment. Do we have any better food tiles that we could work? We could work some of these sea tiles, I suppose. Let's just take out from that production tile and just work this one. 3 food and 2 production isn't a terrible tile. I would like to be working that, but I just don't have the population here to do it. 11 turns until we grow. We do have 1 sea resource. What we could do... And I might do it actually. Go ahead and build a lighthouse. And then we get more... This then becomes a much better tile. So we can take you out of there and put you into here. 6 turns until growth. And we're still getting a bit of production. That's not too bad. So I think that's okay. On to the next turn. Of course, that did spend some of our money. But we are still making decent banks. So... We will, once Neuschwanstein's finished here at Cusco, or when the Kremlin's finished at Busan, we'll start thinking about getting some more military units out, just so that we've got a bit of an army in case we do get attacked, although I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue with that. I don't think these guys are going to be able to kill off my Gatling gun. These guys are probably going to retreat. Yeah, they've actually gone into the water. I'm going to take that opportunity. Right, great scientist. I'm going to take that opportunity to take those guys out because it is essentially an easy kill, so that's them finished. These guys can take 3 shots at us, but they're going to do very, very little damage to us, so we should be okay. Production down here at Daegu, you finished the archaeologist. I think that's the last one we need. So why don't you go ahead actually and you build as a battleship, and then we can actually use that to do some bombarding over here if we can't clear these guys out. You finished that farm. There's another plains here, I guess, where we could build another farm. But yeah, we are really running out of unimproved tiles. Let's carry on with the railroads. I very, very much doubt that we will be... we get 1 food for that. Let's just go and get a lumber mill. Archaeologist. Oh, we've got another antiquities site up here that I hadn't spotted. Well, let's go and get that one then. Because you can get that one easy. And then we will actually need another archaeologist for this one, but we'll grab that later. That's fine. Scientist, we might as well pop him straight away. That hurt my ears. That made a lot of noise. So we are in the atomic era, and we've recruited a new spy. Before we do the new spy, let's go ahead and grab this great musician and create a great work. And that is Orlando de Lassus. So if we just go and look at our culture, and where's it put it? That one there, and it is atomic era, so it does count in the era in which it is produced, not the era in which the guy's born. So if we can get 2 more great musicians before we get into the information era, we'll be able to get the bonus there, so that's fine. Zurich, Colombo, Mombasa are the top ones. Let's move you into Zurich then, I suppose. There we go. See if we can get some of these. On to the next turn. Let's see what happens. Let's watch it all go horribly wrong. You want open borders. I don't want open borders with you. I tell you what I do want with you is a declaration of friendship. And considering that I actually voted you in to be the host for World Congress, I would have thought you'd have been happy about that. But so far, you haven't actually, or at least if he did, I missed it. He hasn't actually thanked us for doing it. I was kind of hoping those guys would derp and move into the water, but apparently not. Now, the question is here, what do I do? Do I attack or do I heal? How much damage can I do to them? I can almost kill one, so I think we can do enough damage to them so that they can't actually kill us off. So we should be okay. Another unit needing orders, so we're just basically sort of leapfrogging each other down here to get up to Cusco. You're going to work on that. That will be a landmark. Oh, still forgot to go to France again and ask for declaration of friendship. Must try it on the next turn. What's that symbol there? Oh, porcelain into the trade network. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen too soon. So, yep, you're going to fire at me again, and it's annoying, of course, because they're getting free shots because you know we are a. I think we're going to need to back up, to be honest. Not really anywhere we can go, though, which is the problem. How many hit points do we have? 22. Might be able to survive one more sort of volley. We'll see how it turns out. On to the next turn. It's a shame that we're losing these Gatling guns because they do have some promotions on them. But because we're not really actually getting into war with anybody, I don't mind all that much. You want to buy marble from me? I still have marble. Will you give me 7? No. Okay. Apparently marble's not worth 7. So these guys will probably take another shot at me. I mean, they might be able to kill me. They might just have enough damage to do it. No, they didn't. So the question is here, what do I do? I mean, I could move forwards and try and attack them, or I could try and back up. The problem is I can't back up and heal. Seven hit points, so they did 15. How much health will I get from healing? We'll see if we can heal up. It might work, but I doubt it's going to. We finished the bank here. We could go ahead and... There's a lot of nice stuff that we could go and grab here. But is there anything that we particularly want or need? Guess getting some planes wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a... Do we want to get a bomber or two? I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a bomber or two, would it? Let's go ahead and do that. France. Before I forget... discuss. Declaration of friendship. No, he still won't do it. Really, really weird. Cannot get friendship with anybody in this game. So annoying. Excuse the banging. Sounds like one of the neighbours is deciding to nail their wallpaper back on. Very noisy people around where I live. So inconsiderate. No longer friends with Mombasa. So a lot of the city-states that we were friends with are now dropping down. Now, you're probably going to kill us, aren't you? No, you didn't. You got us down to a hit point. I'm going to have to back off and hope that they don't follow. Wow, settler here. I wonder where they got that from. Busan has grown and Seoul is starving. Busan is stagnating. Okay, so you don't want to be working that tile. We're working a lot of production tiles here. Because we're trying to build the Kremlin, that's why. But we need to get you more sort of food focused now. So let's go ahead and put you in there. You're not going to grow very fast, but at least that's fine. That's Busan. Seoul is starving for some random reason. Was it a Wheel of the King days just finished or something? What do you need to be working? You're working a 4 food tile there. That's fine. Let's take you out of that production tile and put you in a 4 food tile. There we go. It's going to be slow growth, but you are going to grow. I don't necessarily want it to actually get any bigger, but I don't want it to stagnate either. Amphitheatre has finished down here. So there's quite a few nice things that we would like to get, but one of them is definitely going to be the university. Really stay ahead of those science curves. You are out of moves. I'm hoping those guys don't follow, but they probably will. And I can't really do anything with this archaeologist until we've gone and dealt with that. I don't have... Oh, I do have another Gatling gun over here, which I'm actually going to upgrade. In fact, I'm actually going to upgrade all of these units. Now that we've lost a few units, I really want it to make it look like I actually have a, you know, some military power, as opposed to no military power. But I do need to try and clear out those barbarian camps. You just will not give me a fair deal. I mean, it should be worth 7. You're friendly with us. I don't understand why you won't give me 7. Yeah, we give me 5, which I think is slightly more than we were getting before, which I think was 3. So even though it shows he's friendly with us, he doesn't act like he's friendly with us. I don't think the barbarians can actually use a settler. I think if barbarians have a settler, I think the only thing that happens is they take it back to one of its camps and it sits in them. Barbarians can't build cities, I'm fairly certain. Looks like we actually managed to survive them coming after us. We might be able to fully heal up here. Pyongyang has grown. As we could go and work this tile. Be 8 turns until you grow again. It's giving us a fair bit more culture, which is nice. I'm actually happy with that. You're just going to stay there and heal up. Assign delegates. World's Fair and ban jewelry. Well, are we getting jewelry from anywhere? Yes, we are. So I'd prefer if it weren't banned. You'd hope that World's Fair will go through, but it doesn't always work that way. Need to get some more allies and some more votes. Let's keep building these railroads. 1 turn away from getting Neuschwanstein, which is going to be very, very nice. And again, you guys are now all going to need to be told to just go on to alert because I upgraded you all. Definitely need to get some more military units though. We are very, very low on units. Now then, let's just hope that that archer leaves us alone. I think for him to see us, he's either got to move onto this iron tile where he could shoot at us, or move up onto the hill. And if he moves up onto the hill, then he does get himself into a little bit of trouble. Because he can't move onto the hill and fire on the same turn. Ah, now he's come out of nowhere. Okay, we've got Neuschwanstein. That is brilliant. Killed a Moroccan spy. Ban jewelry passes. World's Fair passes. Well, that's all very annoying. Well, we've finished Neuschwanstein. Let's go and work on to the World's Fair. We might have some decent production. It's probably not the top production. We will go around to some of our other cities in a moment and have a little look at that. You guys have finished doing that. Most of the tiles that are left are all just rubbish. I'm actually going to go and start disbanding some of these spare workers now. There's no point to be having them. Let's just go through the cities and see if there's any that we could put on to World's... We'll put you on to World's Fair after the research lab because we've nearly got that finished. Kremlin we want to finish. Great War Bomber we will do after the World's Fair. Battleship we've nearly finished. We'll do the World's Fair after that. University we could delay, I suppose. And do that. Alright, that's pretty much all we can do there. So... can't believe banning jewelry's passed. That's a bit of a pain. What do I want to do with this guy? Do I want to try and get away from that archer? I think I do. Let's move over here and see if we can heal up a little bit more. Might even come down this way and see if we can clear that one unit that was down there. Cannot forgive this offence. You've done nothing but spy on me this entire game, despite the fact that I've killed countless numbers of your spies, denounced you and asked you several times not to do it. You still continue to do so, you annoying pain in the arse. I might actually have to bring this Gatling gun down here and take this archaeologist across and grab this one. Great artist has appeared. Why do I keep getting cities converting? Is somebody over this? Not even my religion, is it? Is it just pressure, or is it somebody with missionaries that I haven't noticed or something? We've got a great artist, so we will go ahead and pop him. So let's go ahead and create the great work. Remember, it's the musicians that we're saving up for, so that really doesn't matter. Rifleman needs upgrading, because I keep forgetting about that guy. Unit needing orders. I think we could actually... Do we want to kill that? There's probably no point. I think what we'll do... No, we'll kill it. We'll kill it. I was just going to say, what we could do is wait until it gets back to a camp. And then we could try and capture it. But obviously you can't capture a settler. If you capture a settler, it becomes a worker. We don't want a worker because we've got loads of them. Now, actually, what is the distance there? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is actually 4 tiles. It is too far away to work, so it will actually be an artifact. What I was going to say was we could capture it and then give it back to somebody for influence. But obviously, if it's a settler, it belongs to another civ. And I don't really want to give a settler back to a civ because they'll just go and spam a city somewhere. Before we just go on to the next turn, which we'll do in the next video, actually, because we're over time. Just going to go and have a look at some of these artifacts that we've got now, because we're not actually getting all of the bonuses from them. So let's go ahead and grab some more tourism over in, say, probably Busan, for example. So to get the museum theming bonus, they either need to be both from the same era and either both from the city civilization or both from civilizations other than the city owner. So we've got classic from Prague and we've got classic from Korea. So if we can swap the Korean amulet for something classical, well, the only thing we've got is medieval. We can pick up a medieval artifact. So do we have any medieval artifacts anywhere? Atomic, ancient. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do. I will put some of these in together just to try and get some sort of bonus. Classic, atomic, ancient, classic, 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 atomic, ancient. Yeah, we can't actually get any bonuses there. It's a little bit of a shame. But I am going to end this video here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as Korea. And I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.